The psychology of success. The man who has a strong money consciousness is always drawing money. The individual who is always drawn to poverty is the one who is mindful of it. By their words, actions, and combined actions, they both precisely meet the requirements for the object of which they are conscious to come to them. As the saying goes, "As a man thinketh in his heart, so is he." When Job said, "The thing I greatly feared has come upon me," it would have been more accurate to say, "The thing I was greatly conscious of came upon me." Thought and faith are the mental wires through which the thing we are conscious of travels to us. A family that anticipates burglars will also attract burglars. The guy who has no fear of robbers breaking into his home or awareness of it never experiences molestation. The unafraid guy or individual is never attacked by the highwayman. He is prohibited by something. A man who is afraid of anything invites attack. Similar to how every dog in the neighborhood will immediately attack the timid, terrified dog on the street. Man builds his own future from the ground up. Self-creation is a possibility for him. He can be either weak or strong, wealthy or impoverished, depending on how he develops his innate talent and manipulates his consciousness. The needs self-improvement through effort, activity, and education, as well as willpower and drive. He needs to develop the ability to dress his thoughts in lovely armor of fortitude and might. He must be prepared to invest the same amount of cash, time, and effort in creating this mental garment as he would in elegantly and effectively dressing his body. Nothing is impossible if you follow the law of faith and make the appropriate adjustments in the economic world. You have an inexhaustible inheritance of value. Even though it has already been given to you, you will only be able to possess it to the extent that you create pathways for it to do so through the fulfillment of physical, psychological, and spiritual rules. Great things and goals in life are not attained through random means. To be great and strong, you just need one talent. But this skill shouldn't be tucked away or covered up with a napkin. It needs to be produced and put to use. It has to be grown. You have a royal birthright, so if you want to be great, find your talent and tell yourself, "This is one thing I do. Forgetting all other things, I press toward the high calling of my place." If this birthright is not exercised, nothing is known about it. Because so few people make it to the top to possess the wealth, there is prosperity, fame, and glory there. There is space there for you. There are riches there for you. There is honor there for you. Deprive the lower things of their right to hold your attention if, consequently, you want to reach the heights. Rise above their vibration with the innate will and desire you possess. Keep in mind that attention is controlled by intention. Have a magnificent and amazing ideal. Never let this ideal escape your grasp. As you advance, you could find that you frequently need to construct new ideals, because once you reach, they stop being ideals. Study your ideal. Converse with it. Visit it. Dream about it. Fix your heart on it. And let your drive and ambition lead you there. Where your heart is, there will also be your treasure. People can sense the value you place on yourself in every word you say, because it comes through loud and clear. Have faith in yourself and you will find your gift. And your gifts will exalt you and crown you with success. As it is said that, "A man's gift maketh room for him and bringeth him before great men." But don't talk about your faith. Do you have a promising future planned for yourself? Then, if you were to arrive, be sure not to inform any men. Have you had a brilliant idea, concept, or innovation hatching right now? Don't tell anyone else. If not, it will be canceled. These belong to you exclusively. Your confidence in yourself and your potential for achievement are absolutely private images that should only be seen by you. When they are ready to be born, the world will be aware of these things if you keep them in the womb of your brain. Every structure, no matter how big or tiny, began as an idea. It began as an idea and developed into a mental image. The mental image developed into a drafting or drawing on some paper. By building a steel or wooden frame, and then outer walls made of wood, brick, stone, or cement, it evolved from paper into material expression and shape. This is how a building manifests itself in the physical world. Prior to taking physical shape, every edifice had a mental form. The initial concept was in the back of the mental form. Ideas originate in the invisible world. Ideas that are accepted and approved are made public. Huge ideas, tremendous planning, and collaboration with the universe's divine mind were the foundation for all huge business and great success. Always stay within the parameters of reasonable growth and development when seeing your business in your head. Success that lasts forever typically exhibits moderate growth and development. If you create an unrealistically huge mental image of success, you will undoubtedly fail along with it. Success too soon cannot be maintained. Focus on one goal at a time until you achieve it. Once you've reached that, continue to picture success at a higher level. Then, with continued moderation, and always leaving room for the unlikely or unexpected emergency, an even greater success. Few men have the self-development, perseverance, and faith needed to reach the top, thus there are plenty of opportunities there. The individual who is currently earning $500 per month won't receive $1,000 unless he can provide $1,000 in worth of service each month. Your fortune is something that you created on your own. Businessmen will seek you out with alluring salaries whenever your true value and worth become so great as to necessitate your services. Then, you can set your own price and obtain what you want. Be prepared to spend money on mental equipment. Do anything you can to gain value. Since success depends in part on others, attaining success for yourself also entails producing success for others. In order for you to succeed, others must first succeed. Nobody with nothing can buy your product or service. As a result, you must encourage others' success. Your success will be more complete the more successful you are at this. What you offer, you receive. Giving a lot results in receiving more because you gain momentum from other people's ideas, which carries you along with the power of the great Oversoul, the source of all power. Because someone ventured to think it was conceivable, the seemingly impossible is repeatedly made possible. The major discoveries of the past were made by those with greater faith than others. Their faith served as a catalyst for work, inquiry, reflection, and endeavor. Faith bears fruit when it is supported by deeds. The universal law is this. The men of faith still have a lot of work to do. If you have trust, you will be the one to delve deeply into the field of knowledge and draw the brand new, amazing object from the unseen. This type of work requires a person with the fortitude to face mockery and death threats while standing fearlessly and unafraid in the lion's den. You must conserve your forces if you want to accomplish much. These forces must be dedicated to the realization of your ideal. The miner laboriously excavates deep into the earth's interior while auguring pleasures and luxuries in order to find the precious metal, which will enable him to more amply and effectively provide for his basic needs. In addition to physical gold mines, there are also mental gold mines. Concentration, effort, and interpenetrative thought are necessary to explore the mental gold mines. As a result, a man can arm himself with mental gold and use practical, clever, and ethical strategies to attract tangible wealth. Hard thinking is mental mining, and profound, piercing thinking enables the thinker to transform the gold in the mind into the gold in the hand. Like gold mining, mental mining demands focus. Fixing the focus on a shared center is what it means to concentrate, to focus and amplify attention, to focus the mind solely. Concentration is giving something your full attention. Energy is focused and condensed to form dynamite. When focused, the mind becomes active. Such a mind works miracles. The creative mind succeeds where others fall short. This is accurate since it develops new strategies and techniques for luring success. It is capable of executing its plans. The road to success is uphill, and along the way, there are numerous obstacles to transcend and get over that tend to pull us down like gravity. Because their information is abstract and cerebral, rather than useful and essential, many educated people fail because it has not connected them to the source of power. Because of the spirit within, which knows no defeat, many illiterate people have achieved success and dignity. Constantly, the impossible is made feasible. You must have the freedom to think, believe, and practice in order to develop the abilities of the mastermind. Any remark you repeat to yourself, whether positive or negative, brings out the quality it expresses in you. Give yourself a terrible reputation, speak negatively about it, and it will uphold that image. Instead, if you keep in mind that your true self is perfect and ideal, because it is spiritual, and that spirit can never be less than perfect, you will realize that this is not the case. Even though it appears to let you down, if you talk highly of it and appreciate it, it will live up to your praise, and you'll finally realize that you have in fact discovered the pearl of great price. The defining characteristic of genius is the capacity for concentration. In order to secure mental precision, wisdom, knowledge, power, inspiration, and unfoldment, and to avoid misdirected and undirected mind power, which are to blame for the majority of failures in life, one must be able to maintain the mind open to the source of boundless knowledge. Too many people start their lives work haphazardly and without clear goals or objectives. Learning about the universal laws that govern the mental and physical levels of existence should be our primary priority in life. The spirit could be compared to high-tension power using an electrical metaphor, and the mind to a conversion facility. Man is sluggish, hesitant, and frightened while the trolley is off the wire. If he ventures before re-establishing this touch, his attempts are unsuccessful. Knowing oneself psychologically enables one to apply one's motivation to difficulties in life with the greatest success and the least amount of resistance. Men differ from one another in how well they understand how to use the laws that control this power. Unused power is similar to undiscovered gold. Before it is discovered and used, it has no value. Any asset can be converted into spiritual power. If used properly, it can achieve any goal. It is a treasure hidden in the field that a man discovered while plowing, and went and sold all that he had, and purchased the field. This power is the pearl of great price. It is the talent wrapped in a napkin and hidden away that men must discover and uncover in order to accomplish anything of value. It is possible to obtain this pearl of great price by exerting consistent, wise, and well-focused effort. The essence of all natural rule, power, and expression is man. The complicated nature and makeup of man can be compared to the telephone, camera, flying machine, and typewriter. It is still accurate to say that the greatest study of mankind is man. Man is dual in nature. He has a spirit and a body. A mass of earthly substance remains when the spirit is absent. The operation and manifestation of the human spirit is governed by clear laws. Psychology is the study of these principles. The words ology and psycho both refer to information, philosophy, or the law. Therefore, psychology is the study of the soul. You may solve any difficulty in life with the help of a practical application of the laws controlling this science, which will also spare you from a lot of unpleasant experiences. A man who puts his entire spirit into his work does so by allowing his spirit to guide his work. All creations must have soul in order to be successful, including all works of art and other life endeavors. Practically speaking, the terms soul and spirit are interchangeable, and the laws controlling both are just as precise, exact, and consistent in their outcomes as the law of mathematics. Anyone who lacks geography skills and a compass would have a difficult time locating a foreign nation or city. However, he could easily locate such a location if he had a basic understanding of geography, a compass, and the required transportation. Man is a knower on the path of life, and every step he takes is in the proper direction when he has knowledge of psychology. In this way, He may greatly influence the circumstances and events he will encounter in life and prevent losing time and money. When it comes to children, the universal law, each bringing forth after its own kind, is always the same. Both on the spiritual and physical planes, this is valid. You are the extension of the universal spirit, appearing as yourself in physical form. In the same way a twig is a part of a tree or vine, you are a branch of the Infinite One. It is similar in nature. Man is a multifaceted being. Just as the unbloomed rose dormant in the plant in the middle of winter is brought forth in the summer by the intelligence of the bush via development and effort, all the possibilities of the divine self await unfoldment through him. All flowering plants, including rose bushes, have intelligence, and they dream of blossoms in the stillness. Its crowning glory are its blossoms, and lo, the plant's spirit manifests the realization of its aspirations in the mature form of the plant. Man's desire for glory, power, and achievement is a sign of his unity with the divine being. These longings represent the hunger that will be satiated as soon as he realizes the universal law that governs him. Those that fail are uncertain or walking in the dark. They are not in tune with the universal law's guidance or illumination. Instead of carrying out the divine self's will, they are fulfilling their own selfish will. They still lack the information that will set them free. Old ideas, psychology must vanish. There will be a psychology of new values, and up to this point, America has been the best illustration of that newer, more divine purpose. Behold, I create all things new. America is the nation among the countries, and with its lofty ideals and attitude of generosity, America is fostering a global sentiment that will result in a community of nations whose people will no longer be aware of war or its rumors. The lion and the lamb will feed together. There will be no more sorrow or weeping, no more death, and the crooked areas will be made straight. One man shall not sow, and another reap. The desert will flourish like a garden. The high areas will be brought low, and the low places raised, and there won't be any night there or anything to be scared of. Thoughts are things.